This is the story of a depressed kid who was a virgin until he was 19 and actually had to sleep with a prostitute just to get a girl to sleep with him, to modern day where my wife's a 10 out of 10 and I live the exact type of life that I want to live. So when I was in first grade, I went to some kind of mental facility. Apparently, I got into an argument with my mom. And, I don't remember this, of course, but she was pregnant with my little brother. And I was told that I kicked her in the stomach as a first grader. Like, Lord knows what precipitated, that incident and what was going on in my head as a kid or anything like that. But they sent me to an institution for a while. And that kind of chaos and turmoil characterized my childhood. And later on in 8th grade, I'd taken a bunch of pills that were prescribed to me for depression as sort of like a call for attention, and was put back in a facility for a little while because of, the suicide attempt. Fast forward to after high school, and I was hanging out with my sister's boyfriend and a bunch of his friends, and we decided to go to an Asian spa, which is the first time I ever had sex, and I was really disappointed in myself that that's the way it went down, but I wasn't quite sure that it was ever going to happen for me. Now, a few years later, I got on a Catholic dating site and met my ex-wife, and I didn't really have a lot of confidence I could meet a girl in person, so I used like a religious dating site. And, I was married to her for 10 years, and it was a bad situation. We had 4 kids together, ended up getting a divorce, and a bankruptcy came out of that, and it was a huge mess. And to make matters worse, the very first girlfriend I had after my ex-wife, and by this time I was studying a little bit of dating advice, she had, best I can tell, something like BPD. And she ended up cheating on me and dumping me. Now, by this point in life, I realized that if I didn't make a change, if I didn't start investing in myself and starting to correct my social inadequacy, I was never going to get to live the kind of life that I wanted. I would never have cool friends. I would never be able to date attractive women. And I had to do something drastic to make a change. One of the things I did was join Lions Not Sheep, which was a lifestyle mastermind group. And in that group, I learned something. I learned how to video message. They were using video messaging for business networking purposes. But because I was also dating at the time, I realized that this video message that worked so good in business would also work in my dating life. And so I got off dating apps because at the time you couldn't send any video, and most of them you still can't. And I moved over to social media and I started blasting out messages. Now, over a period of about 1.5 years, there was a lot of ups and downs. I had to learn how it all worked. But I ended up meeting a ton of girls, having a lot of fun with all these girls. And then ultimately I met my wife, who I'm still with today. And these days, me and my wife, we live the exact kind of life we want to live. We train jiu-jitsu every single day, and we have the same value system, and it's really, really awesome. So I just thought I would share my story with you. Follow me for more dating advice.